Had some success at the big league level without that mid to upper 90s fastball.
Well, he puts that one 17 RBIs. And he's done a good deal of his work so far this year batting out of that leadoff spot. Rangers continue to rearrange going with that top third. They've given Miller a number of opportunities. And he gets ahead here. Scored twice. And he hits this one foul. It's 2-2. He's been one of the most productive pinch hitters for Chris Woodward. And he'll watch one high here. It's a full count.
Last start, 6 innings, didn't walk anybody.
This one on the ground near second base, and that'll be an easy out to start the bottom.
Start at first, and behind the plate is Christian Vasquez.
All right, so with one out, Marcus Semien takes the ball. Times than not. And the 1-0 from Pivetta, that's wide. And really the only Ranger with significant at-bats against Pivetta. He has 13 at-bats against him, 4 hits in those at-bats. 2-1 pitch. And that's a strike.
Well, last year the Red Sox, that's a lot of strikeouts. Opponents only hit .230 against him. Had 5 starts where he didn't give up a run. Didn't pitch.
Well, his 2-2, and Semien took a pretty good hack at it, but popped it up back to second base. Trevor Story's out there, and he'll put it away. Over 1,200. He's loved hitting this ballpark, dating back to the first year this park opened. And Seager is a member of the Dodgers. Seager ended up being the MVP of the National League Championship Series and World Series. Put up great numbers here. Pivetta's 1-1 on the way, and that hits a corner. Strike 2 of this organization, and to be the heart and soul of the offense. The 1-2 pitch, and he hits this ball sharply out to right field. Our Story was positioned out there, and
at least I do. Latin players especially, and you wonder, whatever he is, 6'2", 6'3", 220 pounds with the speed he's got, you have to think he'd have made a great football player.
He was apparently a super wrestler, and I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
He looks like, because he'd rather ride bulls. I mean, there's a certain intensity to a guy who likes riding bulls.
There's someone that wants to ride a bull.
1-0. And Cole rips this one out into right field. That's a base hit.
Well, there's one that beat the shift, but not because of the direction. That ball was hit exactly where Trevor Story was playing, but a little bit over his head, fortunately.
And Pivetta's pitch, this one lifted out to left field. That's going to hang up for Verdugo. And there are 2 away. To get the privacy. I do think it would be very interesting to see. 1-0 pitch, and that one right on the corner. One ball.
After that hot start, he's gone 3 for 48.
That's a tough take right there.
That pitch, thinking it was going to be high, and then just touched the top of the strike zone.
Well, goes down and lifts this one into left field for Verdugo, and the inning is done. Rangers got a hit, but
as far as that cohesion is concerned, but he does feel like things are trending in the right direction.
This ball hammered out toward the alley in right field, and a diving catch.
That made a beautiful play.
Man.
But did you see the play that Tony Kemp made the other day?
Just talking about it, about why it's so difficult to hit. And this ball hit well center field. Hernandez makes a more routine grab of this one. For reasons, you know, the shortened spring training. And the one thing he didn't say, and I didn't want to interrupt the flow, but the one thing to me, you know, so now you take the shifts, and with better athletes, I mean, it is becoming nearly impossible for hitters.
Well, I'm kind of on board with that, and I was an athlete in the players, but I played against a lot of them, and they were great. But if you go back, that Taylor made for Kansas City, diving up on the center field wall, the ones that Ken Griffey has made, they didn't make those plays 50 years ago.
Well, kicking in these here parts, but nice and comfy here indoors. And Marcus Semien goes after the first pitch. Hits it out to center field for Kike Hernandez, and the Rangers try to do their best to get hitters to put it on the ground. As Seager takes outside for a ball. This year the ball doesn't seem to be carrying quite the same way. Well, there's a good curveball tonight from Pivetta, and he's used it to called strike. He does it again.
Before it gets there, it's tough to anticipate that it's going to end up a strike. A hanging curveball, at least not a hanging curveball that a hitter wants to hit.
This one on the ground down to first, and Cordero will take it himself. Seager in a pretty good little groove so far here tonight. He's allowed just one Rangers base runner.
And a little longer and doesn't sink, and then the curveball out of that same spot goes straight down.
This ball hit hard out to left field, but right there for it, Verdugo, and it's years in Washington with the Senators. And he was your manager.
What's it going to be like when you meet him and to talk to him? And it was very intimidating.
But it did set in. You did get comfortable with him?
Well, I don't know that I ever got comfortable because, you know, there's a in play when you were younger and you had seen it all. And when you would go up to the plate against average pitchers and not have success and become above average hitters, I think it was frustrating for him. It wasn't his fault.
Cecil Cooper, when he managed in Houston for a while. Well, Cecil Cooper was a great hitter. You lose patience or become frustrated because, well, you just go up and hit it. Just
1941, Ted Williams hit .406 and lost.
That one blasted into left field by Nathaniel Lowe, and you might be able to hear him exhale
after all the batting practice, all the work before the game, in batting practice, during the game. Relax and the hits will start ringing through.
Chopper third base, and Devers will go the short way to force out Lowe. Leads it off for the sixth inning with the Rangers trailing by 5. Pivetta had a long break between innings. His first pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike.
Through 5 innings, Dane Dunning was pretty much at the same point Nick Pivetta's at right now.
Little dribbler out in front of the plate. Pivetta picks it up with a bare hand and throws to first to get Ibanez. Well, Miller is 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out, and he takes the pitch right at the top of the zone for a strike. Boy, whether it's with that fastball or the curveballs that he's dropped in there, that's outside, 1-1. Tries for the back door that time and just missed. Second base tonight. Goes for that curveball up again, but this time
mistake. He's trying to keep the ball down, but Pivetta has thrown so many of them up there.
Semien with an aggressive swing. And a curveball misses, 1-1. Some vulnerability. That would be the hope. Sometimes you try to read a little more into what amounts to nothing when you're trailing 5-0, but who knows, to figure it out here in a hurry. The 1-2, and he hits this ball in the air out to center field. Hernandez racing to his left, but he'll give way to Bradley, who makes the catch. 2 away. Everybody back together now. And there's that curveball again.
Yeah, there's another one of those pitches.
And Corey's right on this one as he has some comments for one strike pitch. 0-2.
Got away from him a little bit. He's just thrown too many of them up there with success. That they.
Runner goes, the 1-2 pitch. That's high and away. The throw goes into center field. Miller hops up. He'll be able to truck to third. So a stolen base. At the 2-2. And a cue shot. If I heard correctly, and I'm pretty sure I did. I heard you reference a real deliberate Ian Vasquez now. The 2-2. And that one fouled off. A pitch of this at bat to Seager, and here it comes. It's spoiled again. 2-2. And it's in the air left side again. That one will be a souvenir. Very deliberate. And the 2-2. Bouncer first base side foul. Pitch of this confrontation. And here it comes. We'll have an 11. All right, 2-2. Inside, full count. His 91 pitches in his recent starts. 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. He strikes out Seager. And the inning is
on a rehab assignment soon. He looked good in that live BP session, hitting around 90 on time. He will start on Monday, giving him an extra day, 2 days rather, of rest. He will
back from the initial knee injury, and then last time out did not use the brace and re-injured the knee, or at least aggravated it. And so he was telling me earlier today, lesson learned. I'll wear the brace the time with that big brace. And he says it is a little disconcerting, just different.
That's tough to catch up with. The high fastball that doesn't come down as much as other fastballs because of the high spin rate. Tough combination.
It's his longest start of the year now. Sharp tonight. This will be just his 80th pitch of the evening. And it's ripped foul. Strike two.
He's a guy that after 5 starts had an ERA of 7.86. So he wasn't getting anybody out.
In the game at first. Verdugo left the game with a contusion on his right foot after that foul ball. This one into the gap in right field. That's down and heading to second. Now rounding and going for third is Calhoun. The throw is not in time.
Hernandez wanted to try to catch it, and as he got closer to the ball, he realized he couldn't and had to go back and retrieve it.
Well, it's the third time through the lineup. Rangers taking some better swings here at Pivetta. And Lowe, he was cheering all the way down to first. And now a pitch in the dirt gets away. Diving into the plate, Calhoun!
Hand in right before the catcher can get his glove there. Great camera shot.
Little bouncer, first base. Dawg&Hen has it. Steps on the bag and